Hello, Alexandra. I'm delighted to be having a fourth chat with you. Myself and Steve Evans here.
Hello,
Hi,
so much.
you okay? And how's you and Bunky today?
Thank you so much. We are doing magnificently well. All of us. How are you doing?
Yeah, much better, thank you. Yeah, I've had a little spell in hospital, as you know, but yeah, I'm okay now. We've been looking forward for this chat for a couple of weeks now. We put it off while I was in hospital, but we got here in the end. So, and you've got your striped t-shirt on as well. So you and Bunky look alike today, and we tried. This is the best we could do, but
This is
hey
excellent.
ho.
This is excellent.
Sorry, yeah. So, how's life in Lublin, Poland? Is it sunny today? Is it a nice day?
Thank you so much. And thank you so much. Very happy that you are feeling better, really. And we are so looking forward to chatting with both of you. Uh, Today, it's the weather is quite cloudy, but also sunny. But we have a very hot weather for the last 2 months. It's very hot. It's super hot. So it's a holiday kind of weather, and we are. That's why
Wow.
we have these holiday types of clothes with bunkies, because summer season.
Wonderful. Right. In our last chat, we were discussing your non-fiction work. You know, the women's literary
Yeah.
portraits in the Victorian and Neo-Victorian novel. That one there. Yeah, yeah. Now, but since then, you've released the sequel to the wonderful Bunky and the Walms, which I think that's the one that up behind Terry there, isn't it? That the one, is it? I can't see that one properly in the light, but yeah.
Oh,
Anyway, it's a brilliant children's book. It's got some fantastic awards, I believe. So tell us about the awards you've won for this book so far.
thank you so much. So Bunky and the Walms, the Christmas story was published in 2021. And in 2021, I was honored to receive, Bunky and the Walms received the Book of the Year award from the Chrysalis Brew Project. And also it received the Brussels of Excellence Award, the Reader's Choice Award, and then the second place on the Book Fest in children's chapter books. So it was absolutely a dream. And here it is, the first Bunky story.
Brilliant, brilliant. Well, Alexandra, tell us about Bunky and the Worms Part 2. This is Bunky and the Summer Wish. What are the main themes? Is there a strong Christian theme?
Thank you so much. Yeah, absolutely. It's actually there is, and I believe that it is relatable. Actually, everyone can relate to this theme. Everyone on this planet, because the theme is so universal for all of us. How to be loved, how to see one's self-worth, how to be accepted, and how to gain this self-assurance of one's true worth that is there. And I think it's such a big problem nowadays when we are so overwhelmed by different sources of success and different life pressures. And that's why I said it's a theme relatable, really relatable to everyone can relate with that. So Bunky and the Summer Wish this time takes us to the North Pole for the summer holidays. And we're going to visit Santa Claus again.
Okay.
And he's inviting Bunky. So the other way around. And Bunky has some important tasks. He will have to participate in the Golden Decimal Maths contest, and he wants to challenge himself
Wow.
in order to impress his family and his beloved Rosalia. She's here. The Bunky Princess. Yeah, so he's going to learn how to become the hero of his own life, which is the most difficult and beautiful of tasks. And that's why I said this theme is so universal.
Okay.
And I hope everyone will find it relatable.
Sounds wonderful. I can see Bunky there with his friends, the princess. Is there any new characters? Does Bunky have new friends in this latest version?
Thank you so much. Yeah, so just let me briefly introduce Bunky, the Bunky Princess, Rodney, Plum, the little wolf, and Morris, the Bunky Princess's cat. But in this new book, absolutely, the readers will encounter the known characters, but also we have a couple of new characters. The most interesting character, I believe, one of the most interesting is Mr. Spruce. It's a little spruce in a flower pot, and actually it's a real life character because
Yeah.
I have him on my windowsill and I grow him from seed. So he, and then we have Dr. Beige, who was actually Dr. Beige is inspired by a plush toy. It's a flying squirrel, and I always take my Dr. Beige with me for conferences. He brings me luck. He makes me feel strong and knowledgeable. And then my readers met Dr. Beige, and they really wrote me emails like, "We must see Dr. Beige in the story." So he's there. He's there. And also we have a little pony, Walnut, who will play a very significant part in the novel as well. So there are some new characters, and there are some other new characters, but all the previous characters are always there as well.
Okay.
So I hope the readers will make new friends.
So just moving on back to what you teach. You teach literature at the Maria Curie University as an assistant professor, and you specialize in UK Victorian literature. Have you had any support from your students for Bunky, though, not just the Victorian side of things?
Thank you so much. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And this is a very interesting story, because I think I've never told my students about Bunky. I never told them about part 1 and part 2, because I felt like maybe it's not something I should impose on them. I was there to be proud of what they are doing and what they are achieving. So I didn't want to tell them about Bunky and what I'm doing. I was interested in what they are doing, because I'm there for them. But they discovered Bunky, and they're very supportive. They are absolutely super supportive, and we are interacting about, we have Bunky as our focus on social media in our discussions when we meet sometimes at university. So they are very supportive, and I appreciate it so much, because it really adds so much joy and warmth, and it offers me again this certainty that Bunky is a very important figure for all of us. So I'm very grateful for that.
Sounds like they've embraced it and really taken it on board. Yeah, that's brilliant. Brilliant.
Yes, they are amazing. They are absolutely. They always are surprising me in the most magnificent ways.
Love it.
Excellent.
Superb.
Excellent. Yeah. Aleksandra, I know Bunky, it's an illustrated children's book, but you mentioned that the theme is universal, also that your students are sort of embracing bunkiness as well. What is there a particular age range that you've aimed at? Have you thought, right, this is aimed at a 5, a 10, a 15-year-old?
Thank you so much. So mainly on Amazon webpage, you can see again, it's somewhere between 7 to 10 years old, but I would go even before that. I would say like any age, not even 5, maybe 4. I mean, parents can read this book, and then this book is really relatable when someone is an adult, I believe, because I was trying to write a multi-layered novel, which means that there are many different themes and also narratives that are both appealing to the youngest audience and to the adult readers. So I would say anything from 0 to any age. Really, it's a novel for every reader, because we have similar struggles, and it's 300 pages long, over than that. So it's for adults, it's for parents reading to their children.
Yeah.
And
that's quite a long length for a book aimed at children. So I can see the adult appeal in that as well.
I believe so. Yes, I really deeply believe so, because it's a novel about, on the surface, it's about Bunky's world, which is also very important, because I've noticed that many adults, me including, have this desire to dive or transfer ourselves into a more peaceful, more compassionate, empathetic reality, and this is what Bunky offers. And then on the other hand, there are really deep themes connected with learning what is the journey of life, and what really matters, and what it means to be successful, what it means, what is failure, and such concepts which are constantly revolving in our reality in daily life. I believe that this is very important. I was trying to write a book that would be, even if it's a magical realism, it's true to life, and I was hoping that every reader would be able to join Bunky on this adventure, especially nowadays.
Sounds inspirational.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I can understand how you feel that adults would be able to take into the book and imagine it all, because you're right. People do want to be in a happier place, don't they? And
so I
understand
nowadays.
totally,
Like we're all looking for a happy place, and everyone has the same desire actually to be in a happy place, peaceful place, to be appreciated, to find self-worth. That's universal. Yeah.
So, just talking about the book and the illustrations on the cover, who did the illustrations and the cover pictures? Did you do those yourself, or did you get someone to do them?
Thank you so much. So the book is, I illustrated the book, and the cover illustration is also my illustration. However, the design of the cover, the overall design with the title and everything around the picture that I made is done by a wonderful cover designer from Whip&Stock Publishing, from my publisher, and her name is Miss Shannon Carter. She's amazing. I was so overjoyed when I learned that she will be preparing the second design. I was just overjoyed, and she's just marvelous.
Yeah, Aleksandra, is there more in the pipeline for Bunky and his friends? Have you started working on a Bunky Part 3?
Thank you so much. So actually, yeah, I believe that when I was writing the first part, I knew that there will be the second part and there will be the third part. But I'm working slowly on the third part. However, right now I have two other projects running in between. One is a poetry collection. The other one is an adult novel, like a Bildungsroman, a completely different genre. And then absolutely Bunky Part 3 is there. Bunky's story was always there since the very first Bunky and the Walms. Yeah.
So that's a wide range. That the Bilderberg, is that a coming of age novel?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, this is what I'm working on. I've been working on this one for quite a long time, but I could never finish this project, and I thought maybe it's the time just to finish it and see what happens with it. And also, so Bunky and I will definitely keep on creating. Bunky will continue with his story.
Excellent.
Your publisher is Resource Publications. Are they helping you to promote the book around the world, and is it in different languages as well? Are they supporting you with that?
Thank you for this question, Steve. So actually, they do help a lot to distribute the book around the world. They're very helpful and friendly. When it comes to different languages, actually, I'm thinking about translating my book, but I'm hesitating. I haven't done it yet because I see myself as a translator of my book, but it's such a difficult task that I decided I'm still in two minds because I don't want to spoil the sort of the spirit of the novel, because there are some words that cannot be translated, such as bunkificent, or there are some concepts that cannot be translated into any other language. For example, I don't know, there is this decimal point, which is like a place where Bunky is viewing the scenery, and at the same time it's a mathematical concept, and you cannot translate it in the same way into Polish, for example. So I worry that this book would lose a little bit of its charm, of its depth. So I'm thinking whether to translate it or to leave it, just so that the quality of it is preserved.
Okay. Keep the magic there as it is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I could translate it, and I think it would be really like a profitable thing to do. But I wonder, is it really all about doing profitable things, or keeping Bunky in this bunkificent state? And
I think you need to keep it in bunking magnificent state. Yeah,
absolutely.
That is the magic. That is the magic. Yeah.
Yes, because Bunky is precious to so many of us. I don't want to do anything that could change it.
Okay, Aleksandra, going off on a tangent again. You won an award and there's a brilliant review on WordPress by the Chrysalis. Can't say that. The Chrysalis Brew Project. I'll add a link on this to the edit. How useful have you found these type of reviews?
Thank you so much. This wonderful review by the Chrysalis Brew Project and by one of our readers, Mrs. Donna Thomas, whom I would like to thank so much for this reviews. I don't know this lady at all in person, but I think that there is a wonderful communion of minds between us now, because the way she presented Bunky in this absolutely magnificent review just made me weep from joy.
Oh.
I felt so deeply moved on reading this review. I woke up to this review actually, and I got a message from the Chrysalis Group project and discovered that there is the review of Bunky and the Summer Wish just a few days after the publication. And I've read it, and I was really weeping, crying from joy, because I felt such a deep connection with this reader, with Mrs. Donna, even if I've never met her. But I feel so, it's like it's so amazing because I know that every author has this feeling. There is like one reader who feels so deeply and who about one's novel, and it creates such an amazing feeling of joy and fulfillment. And I think this was one of the most beautiful reviews. I mean, one of the most beautiful reviews ever.
Excellent.
And yes,
yeah, it makes you feel really good inside when you get a good review like that, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, also had wonderful reviewers, and also Bunky and the Summer Wish received a really beautiful review from the reviews are in the back, on the back cover, on the front cover, inside the book as well. But also, apart from that, we received a very beautiful Bunkyful review from my fellow author, my friend, Mr. Ismael Rodriguez. This review also just made me weep. Really, because this is a novel reader. I mean, this is a very dear friend of mine, but also I feel like super connected through this understanding of Bunky. I feel that literature connects individuals so deeply, so meaningfully. So I'm very grateful for these beautiful reviews. And Bunky is grateful.
Okay.
We mentioned in our last chat about how quickly your social media profile was building, over 20,000 followers now. How have you managed to get that many followers? Have you had to work hard to do that?
Thank you. Oh, I think a Bunky should talk about it. I just leave it all to him totally. He's managing the profile. He's the best CEO. He's the best managing director of this site. I mean, honestly, I have no idea. When I came on social media, I was a novice. I had no idea about social media. Now it will be almost 3 years since I'm there. I'm just trying to be myself. Like, the person I'm there is the person I'm here, and so is Bunky, and everything I'm doing. And I think this is the whole recipe. And there are people who are also like real, and I'm real too, and we're just sharing. And I'm just trying to, with Bunky, we share our updates on Bunky's life and the things we are doing. I'm also very curious what my fellow authors are doing, and my friends and readers. I don't always have as much time as I would like to dedicate to my friends on social media or readers, because sometimes there's a lot of work and in professional life, and so, but I really appreciate it, and I think that the best part of building this community is just being who we are. And I think it's really discernible. Like, it's easily, people can feel it, and I feel the same about my fellow authors and readers. We're just genuine, and I don't know how social media work until this day. I'm just doing what I know how to do best. So I'm just sharing everything as it is about our projects, our life with Bunky.
Okay.
Well, there must be something good out there, because everyone seems to like you and Bunky, don't they? Yeah.
Everybody loves Bunky and my friends. I'm just,
Bunky
just
friends,
behind the scenes. But it's true. Bunky receives letters, and everybody loves Bunky. I'm just like a behind the scenes coordinator, and I'm so proud of my characters.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Brilliant.
Alexandra, we've connected on Twitter. Are you using other social media platforms? Are you using TikTok or Instagram or Facebook?
Oh yeah, so I'm on. We connected on Twitter, and I was like X or So and Instagram. I have Instagram as well, and Instagram is just my name and surname together with and that's all. And I have a YouTube channel with all year round adventures of Bunky. There's also a new book trailer, Bunky and the Summer Wish, and I have a website, AleksandratRyniecka.com, and there are all the links to my social. And I wish I had more social media, but I wouldn't find enough quality time to manage it,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
pity, which is a
It can
pity,
become
but
full time, can't it? Just on the social media.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I've seen a couple of the brilliant animations for Bunky and his friends on your excellent website and on YouTube. Who creates these animations? Are you doing this all yourself, or have you got professional help?
Thank you so much. No, it's just Bunky's, me, and our cell phone. That's it.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, we don't have any professional equipment. We just have our reality and our imaginative world, which is becoming real. And I also believe while we are recording these Bunky's face videos that I'm later sharing, I feel like everything is becoming better and more peaceful and more beautiful when we create Bunky's world and I share his adventures, his actual adventures that are happening actually here. And I discovered this channel was mainly the stories about Bunky presented as videos were meant to be a gift initially for the youngest readers, but I discovered that, and I'm very happy that so many adults are also watching these adventures, and I feel that this is something we all need deep inside. So I'm honored that I can share what's happening in Bunky's reality just by means of my mobile phone, recording his daily life.
Okay.
Bunky didn't know why the sky was blue and why the clouds were white, but he knew that he loved the sky and he loved the clouds. This summer, Bunky returns as the hero of his own life.
Highly recommend them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great that you've got such a vivid imagination.
Yeah,
It's really
yeah.
good. Absolutely
It's
amazing.
really
Yeah.
happening here. I'm just recording.
So if a new writer came up to you who wanted to write for the first time, what advice would you give them to in writing a book and the best way to go about it?
Thank you so much. I always give a controversial advice because my controversial advice is not to ask for too much advice from other people and writers because everybody is a very individual, unique person. And I mean, it's important to ask, but I've noticed that I have a feeling that sometimes writers don't feel confident, me including. I remember when I used to write about what they have written, and I believe they shouldn't worry about it. They should feel confident because it's a part of them. If they start asking for advice and modifying this, this part of them will also become, not that unique as it was before. And I guarantee that there will be readers who will feel the same, who will be like soulmates, literary soulmates to the writer, and they will discover and value this work. So this is my advice. Just not no, don't ask too much. How is it? Is it good? Or what should I change there? Or maybe this doesn't fit, and then the work totally loses its uniqueness, this individual appeal. and also reading a lot and being imaginative and not being afraid to be true to one's writing, staying true to oneself as well, not going with the usual flow of the world, like this novel is popular, this type of writing is popular. No, I think it should be more genuine. Yeah, so I don't know.
Okay.
If it's good at all, this advice.
It's different to what we normally hear. Yeah.
That's good advice. It is different to what we normally hear. Yeah. But yeah.
Aleksandra, so I'm going to go off on a complete tangent now, change the subject totally. But I think one of maybe our second chat, I asked what kind of an impact the ongoing Ukraine invasion by Russia, what impact is that still having on the Polish community? You mentioned last time, I think, the number of refugees coming into the country. Is that still as bad as it was? Has it got better? Has it got worse?
Thank you so much. So what I'm saying, I think that the situation is just like everybody is just staying calm and doing their own things. We have many students from Ukraine. I know that some of them stayed in the city. Some of them went back home to spend summer with their families. So it depends. Actually, I think it depends in which part of the country they are and to which part of the country they are traveling. But I say that everybody is staying calm and just trying to occupy themselves with, by daily life. And I think so it's peaceful.
Okay.
It's just peaceful. And now the town is empty because all of the students left, almost all of them. Yeah. And it's a students' town. It's an academic town. So it really changes the nature of the whole landscape without students. So
okay.
Yeah, it's like the summer term now, isn't it? Yeah, it's break time. Yeah.
Yes, we're just starting holiday. I know that many of my colleagues, even on social media, in academia, they said they're like finishing closing these summer vacations, and I'm like, wow, I just started like this week. I'm starting my summer vacation.
What I did want to ask you about is, have you got any more book signing events coming up or book tours? I did see, I think you've got an event coming up in September, haven't you?
Absolutely, thank you. Yeah, so I'm honored, and Bunky is as well. We are to be invited by Traggle's large book club, a wonderful community of readers, of writers, and I'm absolutely thrilled to visit Traggle's book large club in Cornwall on the 2nd of September. So I would like to invite the readers to join us. I will be there, and Bunky's representative will be there. So.
Excellent.
Wow.
Aleksandra, it looks like time's caught up with us all. Maybe just a final question from me. Where can readers get hold of a copy of the latest Bunky?
Thank you so much. So the copies are available on Amazon, of course, and there will be a hardcover version as well. I think if not today, then in a couple of days it should appear. They are available on the website of the publisher, whiplandstock.com. And they're available in Barnes and Noble for the readers in United States, in Walmart, in Target, in bookstores online, and also in selected bookstores in the USA and in the UK. So mainly, if you just Google up Bunky and the Summer Wish, it will be there.
Okay.
Yeah, it will. Yeah,
that's great.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Well, Aleksandra, let's say it's been an absolute joy as always chatting with you.
Same here.
Let's keep in touch as we have been doing.
Absolutely, it's such a joy for my Bunkies, for me to see you again, to meet you again and chat, and it's always a really Bunkificent pleasure for me.
Thank you, Bunky,
it's been
for
lovely
allowing
talking to you again. It's been Bunkificent.
Me too. Always.
Brilliant.
Thank you so much.
Brilliant.
But for now, Aleksandra and Bunky and his friends, we'll say goodbye and thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having us, for having Bunky, the Bunky Princess, Rodney, Plum, Morris, and me.
Thank you.
Thank you.